What's going on, boys and girls? It's Binge Pulse here, back again with another video. This one's going to be doing my Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 11 review of Morning Star. Oh boy, what an episode, guys. Now, this episode does remind me a lot of the previous episodes we've had right up before a war episode. Walking Dead tends to do that a lot with their episodes. They'll do like a really big build-up episode, and then the next episode will usually be like the big battle. This was one of them for sure, but nevertheless, it was very good. I enjoyed it. It kind of gave me that, and I had said it in my predictions that it was going to be a lot like the season 6 finale, which just by looking at the promos, that's what it kind of gave me, that vibe. But we did get a lot more payoff towards the end. The ending was the best part. But, yeah, so spoiler alerts if you haven't seen the episode, which, again, don't click on this video thinking that it's going to be some spoiler-free. Like, go watch the episode, guys, and then watch my review. But, yeah, no, it was good. Definitely enjoyed. Let's see, what were some of the good things about it? So, we got a lot of closure, like, what was her name? Carol and Ezekiel. They hooked up, and that was, I guess, cool to see that they made amends and whatnot, because Ezekiel revealed that he's got cancer, and him and Daryl, they made amends, and that was cool. Like, they're basically like brothers now. You got Eugene and Stephanie. She finally gave him a date. Meet her in West Virginia. So I don't know why West Virginia, though. I know in the comic books it was Ohio, but hey, I mean, West Virginia, there ain't nothing good going on over there, so hey, why not put him in The Walking Dead, The thing with Eugene, I don't know, like, I never really was a big fan of Eugene, to be honest. To me, his character, all right, I get it's a comic book adaptation, but his character is just way too comic booky for the series, and for me, it just doesn't, a lot of the stuff he does, I'm like, how is this guy still alive? Or how does anyone even like the guy? I mean, I get it, he's smart, but it's like, he's all over the place. One minute he's in love with Rosita, then he's not. Then it's like she wants him to kiss her, and he doesn't do it, which, that happened in the episode, and it was just kind of like, I don't know, his stuff, a lot of it to me is just, it can be kind of fillery. I mean, even though, ironically, this story arc is actually the next big thing, which I'm glad they actually are giving it to him, which, it was in the comic books, him communicating with the governmental group. I can't think of it. The Commonwealth, yeah, there we go. But, yeah, so that's like kind of like this is like the first episode that's really focused on that portion. Alden actually did a really good job. The guy who plays Alden, man, he's actually a really good actor. I'm really digging his character. I kind of hope that they don't kill him off, because I feel like he's really good, and hopefully he becomes a love interest for Maggie, because you all know that Maggie's supposedly going to be coming back to the show, so that'll be cool. It's good to see that he's actually a good actor. He's not just some red shirt, which, if you don't know what that is, it's basically a character that they just kind of kill off. They throw him in there just for a little bit and then kill him off. But I mean, he's had more of a part, so I guess I wouldn't consider him a red shirt. But yeah, no, he did a pretty good job. He had a scene where I guess he kind of got defensive. I guess protecting that the Gamma's niece. It's one of them, but Gamma basically just comes in and is like, yeah, I want the baby, and he's like, no, you whisperer, like, that's not happening. So, but yeah, Earl, he killed it. He's another character. Him and Alden, man, they need to have, they're tight, man. Like, those two, they need to, like, if anything, they want to make a dang spin-off of them two. I mean, hell. Anyways, but, yeah, we get more of Negan and Alpha, those two, their interactions, and, it's. I'm getting excited to see what's coming for those two, because I love Negan, and Jeffrey D. Morgan kills as Negan, per usual, and Samantha Morton, she's good as Alpha. I mean, does a great job. So those two together, it's pretty good. I guess some people could kind of cringe from it because Alpha is like, don't get me wrong, she plays her good, but I feel like Alpha can be kind of an annoying character in a way because it's like she's so wrapped up into this belief of we are the end of the world, and she kind of talks all metaphorically and crabs. It's kind of like, okay, let's be real, girl. Like, you know, talk to me like a normal person. If I were Negan, I'd be like, look, you snotty little B word, like you need to, talk to me like a normal freaking human beings. I banged you for goodness sake. I mean, come on, give me some of that shit. But yeah, no, I mean, as far as let's see, is there anything else before the final few minutes? So I want to make sure I touch on based on everything. Oh yeah, we had Judith. She wants to go to battle and whatnot, but Daryl ain't having that crap. He's like, no, we already lost your father, so yeah, that we're not gonna lose you, kind of thing. Especially since Michonne's not there. Imagine if Judith got killed off, which again we had that incident in season 8, so anything goes. But yeah, she ain't gonna be happy. But all right, so the last few minutes, the build up, the stuff that you guys want to see. It was freaking awesome. I loved it. Like, this is definitely like this is what the Whispers need to be. They're at night, in their element. They're blending in with the zombies, and it delivered. I mean, these guys, the Alexandrians and the Hilltoppers, were all lined up with their shields and everything, just like in the beginning of the season. It all comes down to this kind of moment. Eugene created like a barbed fence that's electric fence type thing. He rigged some crap up. I don't know. I'm not an electrician, but like the zombies are going through and they're getting electrocuted. They're going through it and crap. But because there's so many of these freaking things that they destroy it. So then all they got left is this like rigged up fence that's just kind of there. And as the zombies are going through it and trying to get at the survivors, they're coming at them with like all kinds of like swords and that was one thing, like one little critique. I just hate how this show has such a low budget, because if you watch the battles carefully, they just show like the survivors just slashing at the swords. Like, you'll see a few walker kills, but it's not like what you want to see. You want to see more of it, and I do get it. Takes away from me a little bit when I see that. And they just show Daryl just like swinging it, and there's just maybe a little blood splatter, here and there. But I want to see some zombie heads. But hey, as you guys know, well, and if you didn't, HBO originally was pitched originally to take on The Walking Dead, but it was too violent, what they said. But we got 8 seasons of that other show, so that was pretty violent. But all right, so anyways, I digress. In the beginning of the episode, let me backtrack for a second. Beginning of the episode, we see Beta and the other Whisperettes, shooting they're like taking the sap off the trees. We find out later that it's actually used as a type of flammable liquid that they were catapulting over to the Alexandrians. Daryl getting freaking smashed with all of it along with the other guys. It was glorious to see, because I'm like, oh, someone's gonna die. And Negan's all like sitting there. He's like, yeah. He goes, well, I guess we're not going to let him kneel. And Alpha's like, no, we're not. We're just going to let him die. And he's like, oh, I love you. And I'm just like, oh, here we go again. Don't do it right here. But yeah, that's going to be interesting to see how that's going to turn out. Because spoilers for the comic books, Negan cuts Alpha's head off. So I mean, we're going to see that happen. I like. Negan's real, like, he's willing to kill some Alexandrians just to be able to turn on her, and he's totally going to do that crap. But yeah, so okay, no, I did have one little gripe. There was this particular scene with Daryl when he's going out on some type of, I forget what it was. He was going to check on something, and I guess back if you remember the season 6 finale when the Alexandrians were all trying to bring Maggie to the hilltop, that Negan was like knocking down all the trees to block the roads and crap. He does that again in this one. It was kind of like, okay, like that's that part. It was like it was cool, but the fact that Daryl was able to pick out like Negan's with the Whisperers, it just kind of, again, that writing, it just wasn't quite accurate. It's like, okay, maybe the Whisper. I mean, it's not like it's a genius thing he's doing. I mean, yeah, if you want to block people from moving, from point A to point B, knock some trees down. And that's another thing. Why don't they show him do that? How is he knocking down all these trees? With this little axe? I mean, I haven't even seen an axe. Does he have Rick's hatchet? I mean, come on, guys. After all, where's Rick? All right. So, yeah, overall, it's a good episode. Wasn't my favorite out of the last 5 minutes was the best part for sure. I mean, this whole episode was basically just kind of build up until that last few, which, I'm glad that they had that, because otherwise it would have just been a really lame episode. But I give it a 3 out of 5, guys. I mean, it's we've got some good things coming. I mean, it's a build up episode, but it's good. It's got little nuggets of just cool little wonders in it. Maybe not. Nothing will ever appear in like the top 10 best moments of The Walking Dead. But I mean, hey, you win some, you lose some. I mean, look forward to next week's episode. So, tell me what you think, guys. Comment below, like and subscribe, and till next time. Keep on binging. Peace.